While this is still hot, I'm gonna actually add my butter as well. Now I'm gonna grab something to mix this all with. I like a fork. A whisk tends to get all gunked up. I'm just gonna make sure this is all nicely incorporated. And like I said, we're just gonna wait until this gets to about 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit so we don't kill off that yeast. Let's just mix it all up, make sure that honey is all mixed throughout. And that butter is melting. That looks like a really yummy bowl of oatmeal. Alrighty. Now once this reaches temp, we're gonna add the yeast and all of our other ingredients. Since I accidentally bought active dry yeast instead of instant dry yeast, I'm going to place my yeast in some more warm water. And this is a part of the called for water in the recipe. And it's about at like 90 to 100 degrees right now. And I'm gonna put the yeast in there for it to bloom. I'm gonna leave it for 5 minutes to bloom. So while I let this bloom, I'm going to get my flour, my oat mixture, and my salt all together. I don't have a stand mixer, so I'm doing this all by hand. So I'm going to dump this out on my cleaned, and I put a layer of saran wrap so that I could just easily clean up when I'm done. And I'm going to just make a well into my dry ingredient. I'm going to make a well, and then I'm going to pour my oats into that well. I'm going to grab a rubber spatula real quick. Right. Then our salt. And then I'm just going to kind of fold this over itself until it starts coming together. I'm not too worried about it not coming together all the way because I still have all that water with the yeast in it. Alrighty. Now it's starting to look a little bit like coarse bread meal. I'm gonna leave it at this stage right here, and I'm just gonna get it all together. I'm gonna make another well because when that yeast is done blooming, I'm gonna take it and I'm going to pour it into the well, and then I'm gonna slowly incorporate it until I've got my dough. Alrighty, so now this dough has been resting for 2.5 hours. It's like almost tripled in size. Looks so gorgeous. And what we're going to do now is we're going to punch it down or fold it over. I'm just going to lightly flour my hands on the top. Hear all that air? Oh yeah. That's how you know the yeast did its thing. fold over a couple times. You don't want to overwork it. It's already been kneaded. Alrighty. And now I've pre-greased these lovely little thrifted dishes for our bread. I don't really have any loaf pans at the moment, so this is what I've got going on. They've been greased. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of oats at the bottom. And then I'm gonna come in here and lift this bad boy out onto the thing. And I'm just gonna pull it apart into two equal things. How beautiful. Alright, and I'm gonna fold it into a little ball like this, so the top is nice and gorgeous. Alrighty, and we're gonna just throw this one right in here, and we're gonna leave that alone. Then we're gonna do the same to this guy. We're gonna just turn it over until the top is nice and round. We're gonna place it in there, and then we got our two balls of dough, and we're gonna sprinkle those with more oats on the top. Alrighty, now we're gonna loosely cover these with some more saran wrap, or actually no, don't cover them. We're gonna let these sit for like 45 more minutes, and then they're gonna hit a 425-degree oven for 45 to 50 minutes. Alrighty, so now my dough has proofed. As you can see, our lovely dough has risen. Once again, I'm gonna quickly score these. My oven is already preheated to 425. And then I'm gonna stick them in and throw some water in the tray on the bottom. Alrighty. Grab my knife. Alrighty, they're all scored and ready to go. I'm gonna pop this oven open and throw these guys on this top shelf. And then I'm gonna close it for a second while I grab some water. I'm gonna open it and be very careful at this part because the seam's gonna be very hot. Just a layer of water at the bottom to keep that crust nice and pretty. Alrighty, bread's about to be ready to come out the oven. Things about to go off. Let's get these bad boys out. Yeah. Beautiful.